I'm John Lofi from Michigan Today, and I'm here at the Special Collections Library at the University of Michigan, where I'm surrounded by a host of centuries-old Islamic manuscripts. Show me a few of these manuscripts. Tell me a little bit about what we've got here.
This is one of the oldest manuscripts in our collection. It's a Quranic fragment in a very characteristic style of the earliest copies of the Quran. This could date anywhere from 8th to 10th century AD. It's on parchment and it's in this oblong horizontal format. As typical of many Islamic manuscripts collections, we have several copies of Al-Jazuli's prayer book, Dala'il al-Khairat. This happens to be a particularly stellar copy.
Is that actual gold on there?
It
that
is.
Gold leaf?
It is. We have a fine illuminated headpiece. We have marginal decoration, textual decoration.
This book is cool. Tell me about it.
This is actually one of the most significant manuscripts in our collection. It describes the various quarters of Cairo, the different neighborhoods, sections of town where different types of merchants would have their shops, the various buildings, and it also describes the customs and the traditions associated with those places. It gives us a lot of social, historical information as well as simply sort of geographical.
Evan, can you tell us about the project that you're working on with the Islamic manuscripts?
Absolutely. We have a grant-funded project to see our entire Islamic manuscripts collection of roughly 1,100 volumes fully described in our online library catalog. Part of that process involves digitizing the manuscripts so that we can make them available to the widest possible scholarly community who can join us in the work of description.
What do you mean when you say a collection of Islamic manuscripts?
I mean roughly 1,100 volumes of works that are mainly in the languages of the Islamic world, Arabic, Turkish, and Persian in our case. They date from 7th, 8th century AD to the 20th century.
Tell me about this collection. How is it that the university started to build a collection of old Islamic manuscripts?
Well, in the 1920s, a collection came up for purchase and was brought to the attention of Professor Kelsey, who began acquiring the manuscripts. We had the opportunity to purchase a collection once in the possession of Abdul Hamid al-Thani II. Still in the 50s and 60s, the library was acquiring manuscripts, and even now we are, but less frequently.
What does it actually mean to catalog a collection?
In our case, what we are doing, we're not only identifying the contents of the manuscripts, but we're describing their characteristics as books, meaning things such as the script, which is used to write the manuscript, the layout of the page, the composition of the bound book. We're addressing all of these things and we're providing a searchable description containing all that information that researchers can then use to discover what is in our collection and what may be of interest to their own scholarship and research.
So how does this cataloging online change that process?
Well, it makes it possible for any scholar, any researcher with internet access to search a manuscript in our collection that may be of interest to their research, and then through the digitization aspect of our project, actually view the manuscript. This is our project site where contributors from around the world can engage with the collection. So this is a case where a scholar in Egypt was able to view this manuscript made available through the Hatice's digital library, and to pull out descriptive information such as the title and the author, and to record it for us here on our project site.
What's the value of having a collection like this?
I think that anyone can appreciate the beauty, the workmanship that has gone into these manuscripts. Strung together with examples in other manuscripts, you get a picture of a society at a certain times.